We have a light that shines within us that we were always meant to share. And when we come together, combine the light that shines within, there is nothing we can't do. There is no battle we can't win.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Ryan Reacts, and I am the Living Brony. I am the breath of Equestria, and I do not buy your bipedal fiction. I don't know if anyone in my audience is going to get that, but I just wanted to throw it out there because I found it funny. Kind of an inside joke. So, if any of you appreciate it, I hope you enjoyed it. But the episode today of My Little Pony Friendship is Magic is called What About Discord? Which, honestly, of course, you see the title, you think Discord. The question is, what about them? And my guess here, last week we saw what the main six did on Nightmare Night. So tonight, I predict, what about Discord? We will find what he did. That's my guess. Let's find out how wrong I am, though, in 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. We're back at the castle. Is this going to be a Twilight and Fluttershy math episode, perhaps? That's what I've been predicting. Oh my god.
Days of reorganizing books. Can you think of anything more relaxing? Well, claw massages, back rubs, bubble baths.
How about having to memorize this after Twilight redoes everything so that way you can get her the book she needs when she needs it? Because she can never find them her fucking self.
It decreases the amount of time it takes to find a book you're looking for by nearly 3/4 of a second. Whoa, that much? Look at them all.
Well, considering the number of books Twilight reads, that actually might add up to quite a bit.
Best long weekend ever!
Like 3 hours a day.
I'm sure we can make some time for a claw massage and a back rub, too. Yes! Best long weekend ever!
Sure, if you say so. Well, it is the hoofball season, so I'm sure you can watch that while you're getting your claws done and getting your massages. I just hope you don't go for the deep tissue massage you did before, like you did before with bulk biceps. Unless, of course, you gotten into that. Who knows? So, we got a massage going on, book sorting. Not a whole lot to say because they didn't present a lot of details as what this episode is going to be or hint at anything besides Twilight sorting books, and I doubt that will be the whole premise. Could be. The writers are good enough to figure out a way to make that the plot, but...
Whoa! That strange yellow orb in the sky! What is that? All right. So it's been a little while since we've seen the sun.
Okay, I thought for a second there, I thought he was actually being literal and actually meant it.
But they were 3 very productive days, even if you did take that 2-hour claw massage break. Hey,
yeah.
Promise a claw massage? I'm getting a claw massage.
Okay.
It's not like we missed anything.
No, nothing at all. Rainbow Dash. Oh shit. Rainbow Dash and Discord are best buddies now. Holy shit.
Hi, Rainbow Dash. Good to see you, Discord.
I think you missed something, Twilight.
First before you found us? What makes you think we practiced? Come on, Rainbow Dash. What's going on here?
This has got to be a prank or something.
Sorry, me and Discord are just messing around.
Come to think of it, they both like pranks, so they might actually make good friends.
Twilight, we've simply had a momentous time together these past 3 days. You could say it was hysterical.
Bad puns.
Sneaky snake.
Just snaking around.
Good one, Discord. It is kind of an inside joke from this weekend. You wouldn't really get it unless you were there. Oh.
Okay, then let's go there.
Cool, well,
Come on, you were promising time travel in that damn movie. Let's see some of it.
Catch you later, Twilight.
Kind of a malicious look in his face. It's almost as if he wants to make Twilight jealous or something.
Right? Since when have Rainbow Dash and Discord had inside jokes?
And why would he want to make Twilight jealous?
In the last 3 days, I guess. Hey, no pony made you join me on my book sortation.
And no pony made you walk into her butt. You just did that on purpose.
Rarity? Twilight! You forgot returned from your book sorting sabbatical. All that organizing has done wonders for your complexion.
If you say so.
It was very relaxing. And we were able to clear a shelf for those old-fashioned books you wanted to donate.
Oh, they're not old, darling. They're vintage.
Yes.
And they're over there. I've even included my favorites by former cancel out designer to the stars, Rococo Frou-Frou. Oh,
Coco Frou-Frou?
I love her. Him. Both.
Twilight? This makes twice I'm seeing you in one day.
Oh God, Fluttershy.
I'm lucky.
Weren't you
So are you
just
gonna
with
come in with each member of the CMC or the main six?
It was good.
Maybe the CMC too.
Aren't you glad you did it?
Another inside joke.
You're a card. Oh, please. You make me blush.
You do seem to be turning
Yeah,
the
because
shade of-
nobody wants to see Fluttershy blushing. Okay. The fan art of that. I don't know what they're gonna do, but it's gonna be terrifying.
We were at Sweet Apple Acres, and oh, how to explain?
Well, let me try and paint her a picture, dearest.
Dearest.
You see, we were all at Sweet Apple,
Yes.
and I ended up turning the trees into the most...
Bob Ross, you
I'm kidding.
gorgeous.
I simply can't do it justice. You really had to be there.
That's
We
beautiful.
would have invited you to come along too, but we didn't want to interrupt your organizing. We know how important it is to you.
And I'm
Discord
sure
is
it was
best PBS
much
painter.
more important than the fun that we had.
I appreciate that. Speaking of books, I should get these on the shelves.
So now we're gonna get to see how he had fun with Applejack.
Rainbow Dash bonding with Discord. Rarity finding something he did genuinely funny? Must have been some weekend.
Some pony sorry she missed it?
Of course not.
Yeah, you are, aren't you? Now, Liz, yep.
Had you two in his
Applejack
dance.
and Pinkie Pie. Well, we know Pinkie Pie and Discord have a good personality to get along. AJ's a little surprising.
Today, isn't he?
Yes, he
Oh,
is.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes, we had just finished our soup. And then Applejack said, peanut butter hoof? Yuck, not even with jelly.
Oh my God.
I don't get it.
It was hilarious.
You had to be there.
Taking a picture for you.
Oh, well, this should do.
Oh man.
I guess that's funny.
Well, yeah, it is.
This has become quite the sticky situation.
Uh,
Oh,
that's why you mix the peanut butter and honey after they are on the sandwich.
It was fine.
And yet you look so glum. Does some pony need a huggy-wuggy?
You're stroking her horn.
I am not glad.
She'll enjoy that.
I'm glad you all had such a good time together. Having inside jokes can really create a lasting bond between friends.
And now Discord and Twilight. Well, you do have some involving Cadence.
Holed up in your castle.
Oh, don't you worry about Twilight. Bet you were in hog heaven organizing all them books. Again.
I'm sure I had just as much fun as the rest of you.
Nah, you're now sure you
I
didn't.
can't believe I missed out on all that bonding.
I knew it. You are jealous.
Spike, I'm the princess of friendship. I don't get jealous. I'm
Sure you
sorry I
don't.
missed out because sharing that experience would have helped me with my princess of friendship duties.
Come again?
If our friends could enjoy 3 full days with Discord that much, it must have something to do with the specific things they did together. If we could find out what those things were, it could be a real breakthrough in the science of friendship.
Okay.
I guess so.
So are you gonna do some sort of police-style interrogations?
You thought our book sortation was fun? This is gonna be even better.
Now it's time to study friendship. Rather than having a
Thank
good
you
time
for
with
coming.
Discord.
I wouldn't have asked you here if it wasn't important.
And get it, man. Make your own
I want to
friendships.
know how these funny moments you shared came to pass. I can use this data to help advance friendships all over Equestria.
Well, I like the sound of that.
Oh,
Perfect. Let's start with the snake.
I don't know if I can get it out. It's too funny.
Oh, but we must. It's for the greater good. It started when we were helping Granny Smith with her garden.
Okay.
I reckon you mean my sister Apple Bloom.
All your apples look the same. And then Rainbow
No,
Dash
no,
saw
they
a
don't.
snake.
Very few families in this world look more different
It was a hose snake. Super
than the apples.
I recall it being a large stick that looked like a hose that in turn did in fact resemble a snake.
Point is, we galloped away.
and it chased after us.
The hose? A snake? A stick?
A snake.
A hose.
A stick.
We literally trotted for our lives. Isn't that hilarious?
Not really.
Had to be there.
Yeah.
I do need to be there.
But you weren't. And it's already happened. Ooh. Are you suggesting time travel?
Can't do that again.
Absolutely not. Time travel is not something to be messed with. We simply need to recreate everything.
And
that
Pinky
led to
is wearing the
Oh, what a
Back to the Future
brilliant idea.
outfit.
Shall we
Suddenly
begin
the
with
ads in the last couple of
kick
weeks
off
make
with
sense.
glorious
Pinky
weekend
is a time
news?
traveler and knew it was coming.
Are you sure it was this table?
Does it really matter?
When it comes to science, everything matters. One change to the equation could ruin the experiment.
No, it was this table here.
All right, so you sat down at the table, and then what happened?
Oh, well, first I expressed my displeasure with the design of the menu.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've just noticed something.
Yes?
The tablecloth. It isn't the same color as the one the restaurant used on the day in question.
Yeah.
Really?
He's right. The tablecloth was red. I remember because it clashed with the font on the menus.
I don't suppose that means
Of
we're
course
gonna
he
need to
did.
get a new tablecloth, does it?
Oh, most definitely.
Here you go.
One change to the equation could ruin the experiment. Twilight said so herself. Anything stand out
So we've got
as being
even more
different.
competition for
Anything
best
at all?
Twilight.
I
Dash,
noticed
Discord,
a
and
couple
now
things.
Twilight.
Excellent. A little to the left. No, my left. A little bit more.
There
A
we
little-
go.
No.
A little leftish while staying rightly.
Our table looked like an ice cream sundae.
There we go. Pinky's gonna eat the cloud, isn't she?
No. This is barely room temperature. Garçon, over here.
Discord's just trolling, isn't he?
No, nothing.
Are you sure there's not something you've missed? Some other detail about your lunch together that you're forgetting?
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel we've been pretty exhaustive in our attempts to recreate every single
No
detail
shit.
of our
Even the
previous
temperature of the soup.
Yeah, Twilight. If you don't get it by now, I don't think you're ever gonna get it.
But it is really important that I figure this out. It's for the good of all Equestria.
Well, perhaps we should have another look at the data we've collected. Of course! There is one last variable that we haven't accounted for.
Twilight's here.
You!
Me?
You're the fun
You
killer.
weren't there observing us. No matter how hard we try, we can't possibly recreate our weekend of fun exactly as it happened, because you'll always be watching, and you weren't there.
He makes a good point.
It has only served to prove that moments of levity and bonding between friends simply cannot be recreated.
This
so
is
that
true.
others might share in the experience.
He makes another good point. Oh, don't worry,
Yep,
darling.
mathematical,
I'm sure there'll be plenty of other
uh,
chances for you to share in the kind of frivolity we had with this
proven.
while you were away.
Yeah, and I'll bet they'll be just as hysterical.
Alright, time to kidnap Discord and have fun on your own, Twilight.
I'm not buying it. Not for a a second. There is definitely something else going on here, Spike.
Or maybe there isn't. And you should just drop this whole thing and admit that you're a little jealous.
Even if I'm not able to laugh at what happened, I should be able to figure out why they find it funny, why they think they had this amazing and hilarious time together, but I can't figure it out. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't happen to do with anything with everyone having a different sense of humor, right?
Happened to them while I was away, but no, it was something awful. If we don't break the spell they're under, who knows what terrible things could happen?
Spell?
Oh man.
There's no time to lose.
Now you're just being a...
Zecora, what do you think? Can you undo Discord's magic?
She's gonna tell you to blow it off and you're acting like an idiot.
Can you tell that they are indeed under a spell?
They're having fun with Discord, that's why.
A friendship with Discord is truly a shock.
One eye, one
But
is
who
blue, the
said
other's
it's something
green
that
in that
we must
image right
drop?
there.
Trust me, they would never laugh like that.
Now
unless
it looks
something
they're both
magical was
blue, so
involved. It's not that funny.
there may have been a slight
I know
error
funny.
there.
All right, this potion will break the spell. Then you will be able to tell.
Wait, if that's the potion, then what's brewing in your cauldron?
It
Soup.
ties the room together and emits a warm glow. But if I am to be honest, it's just for show.
Not even that, it just looks pretty to her.
I wonder why she asked us here so bright and early.
Another map adventure, perhaps?
Nope. Pinky's staring at everyone's butt.
Real glowing tushy's here! Or maybe it's more of a non-adventure. Maybe she just wants to tell us how last night's slumber went.
Hey, gang!
Ooh, you look excited!
I am excited.
Is Twilight's jealousy
We're
gonna
have
cause a
fun today.
bump in their friendship?
Just one tiny, minuscule, microscopic thing before fun times. I need every pony to sip this potion to break Discord's spell on you.
And you came out right
What
front
now?
with it.
Don't be embarrassed.
That's not a good
Why did
idea.
Discord cast a spell on you so you thought you had a great time, and now you have all these inside jokes that you seem to be constantly laughing at. Don't worry, you didn't have your defenses up. I get it.
You're kidding. Twilight, darling. We simply had a nice time with Discord.
I'll give
As I recall,
Twilight
we
points
spent
for
much of
having the
yesterday
silly
actually
straws.
reenacting it for you.
Uh-huh. Or you reenacted what you thought was fun, but really wasn't because you were under a spell that made you think what happened was fun.
What kind of fertilizer have you had your nose in, Twilight?
Be honest, the only reason you won't drink the potion is because deep down
Chicken
in
shit.
your hearts you know there's a chance that Discord has you under his power.
Twilight, how could you say such a thing? I know Discord still makes mistakes sometimes, but you're accusing him of being downright evil.
Yeah! And to top it off, you're accusing us of not being able to tell he was up to something.
Yeah.
What do you take us for?
Yeah! What do you
Of course, Pinky's getting drunk off the potion.
delicious? Got any more, Twilight?
Hi, Twilight. The gang mentioned we'd all be hanging out together today.
The gang?
Yeah, the Peanut Butter Hoof Gang.
Hey, it's still slapstick humor.
So much for that.
That's
old
just not
spell
your
of yours.
thing, Twilight.
But it's still not funny.
It's funny
To you.
you were there.
But I wasn't there. I wasn't included. Maybe it's my own fault for staying in and having a bookstore-cation when I could have been making jokes and memories and having a great time with my friends. But I didn't do that, did I? You all did. You were all there, but... I wasn't there. I missed out.
Okay.
And seeing you having all these jokes I wasn't a part of and couldn't understand made me...
Jealous?
No. The Princess of Friendship can't get jealous.
Sure she
Sure
can.
you can, Twilight. And none of us begrudge you for it.
We're sorry if we made you feel
You can always get it. It's okay. It's always okay. Oh, is that the smooze on
You're allowed to share
Discord's
things that don't
jar?
include me.
And you're allowed to feel a little jealous about it. You just have to be able to admit that that's what you're feeling so you can let it go. And, you know, not try to make us recreate everything that happened when you weren't around.
Of course, none of this would have happened if I
Nice
hadn't
throne.
encouraged every pony not to invite you this weekend.
They wanted me to be there? And you convinced them to not invite me?
Well, I didn't think that they should interrupt you, but now I see that we should have. Oh, I feel just terrible.
You don't look like you feel terrible.
No, he's still up to
Better.
something.
Wait a minute. You didn't suggest not inviting Twilight because you wanted to make her feel left out, did you?
Of course not. That whole jealousy thing was just a happy accident. Certainly, we can all agree that Princess Twilight learned a valuable lesson here, that even she can have feelings of jealousy. That she should recognize said feelings rather than try to pretend that she doesn't have them.
Yeah.
Did I get the tiniest bit of glee out of watching her try to recreate our weekend of fun in the name of science? Oh, most definitely. But what's important here is that it was never my intent to make Twilight feel jealous. That's something the old me would have tried to do.
Old you is kind of a dick.
Aren't you glad I've changed?
Everyone's gonna start laughing.
I said, aren't you glad I've changed?
No, I guess not. They think you went a little too far.
Orange! Like the ones at the Applejack farm. I mean, from this weekend. No? Nothing? Really? I thought you'd find this hysterical.
Nope. It's not gonna work anymore.
No, Discord, I think these jokes have run their course. Only way we find them funny now is if you put us all under some kind of spell.
Come on. You'd have to be a complete crazy pony to think he'd do something like that. What are you gonna say next, Pinky? That we all have to drink some weird potion to break the spell?
There we go.
What's so funny?
Now Discord's being left out.
Discord, do we really have to spell it out for you?
I don't get it. Some pony want to tell me what's so hilarious? Any pony?
Now you had to be there.
I'm talking to you. You. And you and you. Well, what's funny about spell? I don't get it. I'm being left out and I feel really bad about it.
Sorry, buddy. Guess you had to be there.
And now Spike's gonna eat you. Aren't you glad you weren't? There we go. And Discord goes through the same jealousy that Twilight experienced just moments ago. Well, I'll be honest, going into this episode, I was not feeling that great. I feel a lot better now, so I'm going to rate this episode a 9.25. Really good. A lot of Discord-style random humor. I probably missed some of the references, but I got the painter thing. I can't remember his name offhand. I said it earlier, but oh well. Bob Ross, that was it. I found a lot of the end of this episode, when Discord was going through his lesson to Twilight, very Q. Kind of like a lot. I don't know if any of you are Trekkies, if you've watched Star Trek. There's an episode where Q gives Captain Picard the chance to relife his life, except he was more cautious throughout and never really had anywhere near the success he had. And not only was he not a captain, he was just some random 65-year-old science officer who never was exceptional or interesting at all. And, you know, that's one of the things Q would do once in a while, is give Picard a lesson about his life and appreciating what he has. And I think that's kind of what Q is doing, or Discord is doing here. And when he reformed, I was kind of hoping to see him kind of take on that role, possibly a little bit with Twilight. Q and Picard, Discord and Discord and Twilight, like Q and Picard. Sorry, I'm conflating the two, but the personality similarities have become even stronger now, so it's hard to separate a little bit. Yes, so many great things in this episode. Fantastic, well done as always. We're still looking for a Fluttershy and Twilight map episode, at least Fluttershy. They might wait Fluttershy towards the end. At least part of my thought is that. Then again, it could be Fluttershy and Twilight for the season finale. Just those two. If you think about it, because if it's going to be involving, what's her name? The Starlight Glimmer. Oh. Fluttershy was the one who betrayed her and was the one who kind of fell into her trap early on. So it might make for an interesting dynamic there. And of course, the lesson of this episode is if you're going to do stuff, no matter what you do, eventually you're going to miss out on stuff. And rather than get jealous and pissy about the stuff you missed, just feel good about the stuff you did. Feel good about the fact that your friends were able to enjoy something that you would have enjoyed as well. Great lesson there. Like I said, 9.25. Hope you enjoy my commentary and my reaction. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. But above all else, as always, of course, please have a nice day.
The Continuum didn't think you had it in you, Jean-Luc. But I knew you did.
You're saying that it worked? We collapsed the anomaly.
Is that all this meant to you? Just another spatial anomaly, just another day at the office?
Did it work?
Well, you're here, aren't you? You're talking to me, aren't you?
What about my crew?
The anomaly, my ship, my crew. I suppose you're worried about your fish, too. Well, if it puts your mind at ease, you've saved humanity once again.
Thank you.
For what?
You had a hand in helping me get out of this.
I was the one that got you into it. A directive from the Continuum. The part about the helping hand, though, was my idea.
I sincerely hope that this is the last time that I find myself here.
You just don't get it, do you, Jean-Luc? The trial never ends. We wanted to see if you had the ability to expand your mind and your horizons. And for one brief moment, you did.
When I realized the paradox.
Exactly. For that one fraction of a second, you were open to options you had never considered. That is the exploration that awaits you. Not mapping stars and studying nebula, but charting the unknown possibilities of existence.
Q, what is it that you're trying to tell me?
You'll find out. In any case, I'll be watching. And if you're very lucky, I'll drop by to say hello from time to time. See you